Hello. Welcome back to my Deltarune stream. Sorry I started a little later than I wanted. I had to cook dinner for a dog. Actually, first, before I speak any more, let's check to make sure everything's working as it should. Welcome back to my Deltarune stream. Sorry I started. Okay, yeah, it looks like everything's doing good. I wanted to start a little earlier, but I had to start boiling a chicken. And that took a little while, but now I'm here. When we last left off, I had gotten all the gold music notes that will help us get the this really special axe. And now I think we're just about to get it. Just pour myself some blackberry cucumber LaCroix. Let's begin. Here we are. Now I think there's one more thing we have to do that we didn't do before. Maybe we have to go up here. There we go. Melodies 3 there be, 2 in the southern towers, 1 where gold strikes water. Ooh. Gerson's like, Did you just hear something? It sounded a bit like a fireplace opening up. Dude, too specific. But yeah. You know, that classic sound of a fireplace opening up? Sorry, I'm trying not to make too many loud slurpy noises. Okay, save the game. Magic axe. By the by, ain't it getting a bit drafty in here? I wonder why. Yeah, he knows. Man, every episode I forget how I do Gerson's voice. Damn. So this is the magic axe, huh? You got the... Wait a tick. You gotta pay for that. You know, no one's here yet. I'm gonna look... I'm searching something on my phone right now. Best attack... Okay. I love his song. Very old-timey adventure. Hey, the heck are you talking about? This is still the inside of my study, ain't it? Nothing else was free, so why'd you think we'd start here? Heh, good one. I'm taking the axe now. Don't think I'm serious? Check the price tag. Huh? Price? What? It says it costs, $999,999,999? Yeah, didn't realize it was still on discount. But I know, you worked real hard to get here, so how about a trade? If you, and you alone, can best my challenge, I give it to you, for free. Knew you'd say that. What do you want? How about a haircut? A haircut? Alright, sure. Which hair you want me to cut? Oh, any of them. They're all too long, see? Just get one, and I'll give it to you. Alright, we'll start with your beard. Miss. Huh? Stay still! Yep. I get it. You think I'm gonna go easy on you, huh? What the? Ah, so you want to get serious, do you? Then tell me first. Can you hear it? Can you hear its song? Singing from the deep? That is the ringing. Of the Hammer of Justice. Oh, the bell of justice rings. Attack to show what you've got. So you got moves. So what? You're facing a hero. There isn't anything that's gonna stand in our way. So the story goes. Ain't every story better with a little twist? Huh? Something feels off. You won't learn anything running away, you know. If you got guts, let's see how you deal facing everything head on. Chris, help me out. Just like Undyne. Which probably means Gerson might have trained Undyne back in Undertale. By the way, Gerson's hopping right now with his axe behind him. He's doing the little kicks. Temmie Chang, one of the people who works on Undertale and Deltarune, she posted on a social media site that sometimes when Toby gives her instructions on things to animate, and she doesn't really understand what he means, he'll send little videos of himself doing the actions. And for one of these videos, for an old man's idol animation, he had to show himself dancing around with a broom, and this is almost definitely what she means. The air crackles green with freedom. As long as you're green, you can't run away. By the way, the reason I'm getting HP every time is because I have my scooper axe, my vampire axe. Unless you face danger head on, these bullets will do you in. The opponent seems impressed with Susie's guts. Did you ever hear that old tale? Yes, the old tale, based upon the prophecy. Lord of the Hammer. Think I heard about it. What happens? Ouch. The air crackles green with freedom. Yeah, doing better at healing. Chapter 1, The March of the Dark King. The heroes defeat the king and stop the dragon. Interesting. The opponent seems very impressed with Susie's magic. Well, you ain't seen nothing yet. Chapter 2, The City of the Shining. The heroes do battle in chariots to save the queen. Interesting. Save the queen. Was that really what we did? It's almost like reality, but not. Things are finally starting to get serious. Finally? Chapter 3, The Isles of Northern Light. The heroes travel among the islands and catch a glimpse of the lost land. Kind of like what we did in those boards. Oh shit, I forgot how to do this. The bells ring in justice. I like how it gets easier to heal yourself every time. Kinda Casual, hey man. Hey Kinda Casual, nice to see ya. I was really hoping you'd make it in time to for me to fight Gerson. This is my first try, by the way, so this has all been one battle. Chapter 4, The Trials of the Holy Hammer. A great smith gives the heroes a terrible weapon. Oh, I'm always bad at this one. Big ones hurt more, big ones hurt more, big ones hurt more. The air crackles green with freedom. I can't heal yet. And I know items won't work. Chapter 5. The Field of Pink and Gold. The vast garden is charred in an inferno of jealousy. Kinda casual. Yeah, I didn't know you would stream before 9, sorry. Technically, it's before 9 for you, because you're somewhere in mountain time, probably. For me, it's 9:43, so hour difference. But yeah, I actually wanted to stream a little earlier, closer to 9 for me, probably 8 for you, but I had to make dinner for a dog, so that delayed me. Anyway, don't worry, I only just started like 13 minutes ago, so I'll still have a lot of time after this. Or however long it takes to beat Gerson. It took me a few tries first time I did it. Ouch. Ah. Ooh. Guess the best I can do is heal. I mean, defend. What happens next? Yeah, who knows? There was only one more chapter. After that, it all stopped. Ouch. Okay, I can heal. Yes. Next book never did get written. The story became so grand, so overwhelming. Some say it swallowed up the author himself. A bead of sweat forms on the old man's forehead. The ones who could write the next, the youth, pen was lying there for them to pick up, to make the next page. They never did. Ouch. Ooh. I got pretty far, considering it's been a while since I last played this. Damn, I couldn't keep up. Yeah, well, you gave it your best shot. Kinda casual, this is my favorite secret boss. Yeah, this one's really good. Here. Huh? I saw the fire in your eyes. That's proof enough for me. Take it. And this crystal, too. Wait a minute. Oh, wait, I remember this. Nah, keep it. You don't want it? Of course I do, but you're gonna need something to give me after our rematch. You got guts, kid. I like that. Yeah, you know we're rematching you. Anything around here to interact with? Nah. What, ready to fight again? What do you say, Chris? Go, Susie! Go, Susie! Get ready, because I'm not going to hold anything back. Alright, so I'm not going to do all the dialogue over and over again, because I might be doing this a bunch. Let's mark down how many times it takes me to beat this guy. Okay, 1 tally marked down. Let's go. Kinda casual. Think this is the hardest, too. I had harder with the Roaring Knight, but this is pretty hard. Like, this is definitely not an easy fight. Especially because you can't use items. That alone makes it so much harder. My watch. Gonna lock in. He's like, save... What was it? They defeat the king and stop the dragon? Okay, the March of the Dark King. The heroes defeat the king and stop the dragon. We did defeat the king. To stop the dragon means Susie. You know, it doesn't match the story exactly, but they're interesting little parallels. And the battle in carrots save the queen. Interesting. Oh, those diagonal ones are so tricky. I might as well heal. Can you catch me? Can you catch me? Oh shit, you're catching me! My hubris. My arrogance. Alright, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. A terrible weapon. Doesn't necessarily mean bad. Just means like terrific, awe-inspiring. Oh, that's not good. Kinda casual, yeah, because the queen was gonna ruin the whole world, thus offing her in the process. I guess we did technically save her from destroying herself through everything, but it is an interesting way of phrasing that. Ouch. How did I forget that? Ah, stupid diagonals. Yeah, definitely one of the hardest parts of this fight is the diagonals. Yeah, I'm probably not going to make this one. I'm better at surviving that part usually. I think I just need to start with more HP. Damn it. You aren't giving up, are you? Hell no. Chris, let's try again. Yeah, we're trying again. Mark another tally down. Alright. Attempt number 3. So how is everyone's day today? My day was pretty good. I went to this, like, interactive thing. It calls itself the Museum of Ice Cream. It's not really a museum. It's just kind of this interactive experience. My little cousin wanted to see it. They had free samples of ice cream, which was good. But you have to pay to get in. So you're paying money for the experience and to get the free samples of ice cream. Alright, doing good. Kinda casual, that sounds awesome. I mean, it was fun. You know, I'll take a moment to say what samples I got. The first sample I had was a choice between soft serve vanilla or soft serve pineapple sorbet. I had pineapple sorbet. Second sample was Dippin' Dots, which, you know, are okay. Small cup of Dippin' Dots. Third sample was a little cup of some actual ice cream. I had mint chip. They had a selection. It was mint chip, Rocky Road, cherry shaved ice, or chocolate extreme mint chip. And then fourth thing, it was a choice between either this orange soft serve or an everything ice cream bagel. It was a small pink bagel with cream cheese gelato in it and then it was sprinkled with everything bagel seasoning, like, you know, the salty, garlicky, poppy seed stuff. Sounds gross, works really well. Oh, I'm doing pretty good. I think I sound kind of rude, like saying like, oh, it's not a real museum. I mean, it isn't a real museum. I think I just feel a little miffed that it's kind of being disingenuous. Like, we're the Museum of Ice Cream. There's one area where they go into like the history of ice cream. And aside from that, it's just sort of an interactive art experience that you pay to get into, which is fine. Just be honest about it. There are a lot of great museums you could see here. Damn it. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, that was really bad. Okay, let's heal. Kinda casual. Sounds like a ripoff if they call themselves a museum. Yeah, it's not a ripoff for an art installation. It is a ripoff for a museum. And as a museum appreciator, I very much care about that. Oh, man. Okay, I need to survive this next turn so I can heal. Ah! Stupid short-term memory. Okay, well, this is where I died last time, so I just have to keep on living. But you, my dear? I see a story lit up in your eyes. Burning bright, burning black, burning up everything. Bell's ringing now. Seems we've reached the final rounds. So, how do you think it all ends? No. How do you want it to end? I hate the axes. At least I can heal. An ending, huh? If I could choose, I guess I wouldn't have an ending. It's just better if stuff just goes on forever, right? Oh, I hate those shells. Well, ain't that something? At this late hour, with the bells ringing out their justice, you choose eternity. Oh, I got really close. It's alright, it's alright. How about you give it another shot? Yeah, we're definitely going to give it another shot. Put another tally up. Right. We are improving each time. I love the musical sound of the arrows. Kinda casual, harder than Undying. I have never fought Undying the Undying, like the Genocide route Undying fight. I've never done the Genocide routes. I'm too much of a wimp. Yeah, I'm true Undying. Yeah, I'm too much of a wimp. I feel too sad if I do Genocide route stuff. That's why I haven't done Weird Route. I only watch playthroughs. I see other people's Weird Routes. You haven't? Oh wow, you're missing out, lol. I mean, I'm missing out on doing the fight. I'm missing out on actually playing the fight and getting that experience, yes. But, you know, I'm not missing out on the content. It's just a game, even though when I do the route, I feel bad. Fair. Yeah, I mean, it is just a game. There are just little video game characters, I know. I think it's also the fact that the game itself puts so much importance on investment. Like, the whole message of the Genocide route is you're so invested in this game, you're so obsessed with it, you're not letting it go. You're wringing all this content out of the game, even though you don't have to. Why grind? Why beat all these enemies? Why do this? You've probably already accomplished your pacifist ending, if you care so much. So why continue like this? I think it's because also playing with it on a meta level. It's very clever. It almost puts more out of doing a route like that, but... I will say the weird route stuff, there's some parts of the game that almost make it hint that the weird route is what you should be doing. Like, this is the true path of the game. But I'm still gonna play as a good boy. Pour myself more seltzer. Ouch. Stop moving so unexpectedly. Ouch. At least we can heal. That sucks. It's always those attacks that screw me over. Okay, heal time, heal time, heal time. Oh, good. Kinda casual. Axe attack is practically undodgeable. Yeah, I see videos where people do like no-hit Gerson runs, and I don't know how they do it. How much do I need? 81%. Come on. This was the attack where I lost the last time. You choose Eternity. Ah! Alright, another tally on the board. I do hope the whole stream isn't going to be just Gerson. It'd be kind of impressive, Gerson taking up the whole stream. I don't think it will. Trying to think of conversation topics to bring up in between attacks. I've started reading a compilation of Harlan Ellison stories, which is interesting. Harlan Ellison's one of those authors where you don't hear about him much in conversation. Kinda Casual's Rude Buster viable? Kind of. The reason why you don't really use Rude Buster here is because it takes up 50 TP. You can use Rude Buster, it will do damage, and it'll teach you and it does a parry move that makes you better at doing the Z increase in attack power. But the reason I'm not using Rude Buster is because it takes up 50 TP, 50% TP. And if I want to heal, that's valuable healing TP that I'm just wasting. And the whole point isn't really to do attack damage anyway. In fact, when I say it'll do damage, I don't even know if I really mean that. I mean, the whole point is not to attack him into submission. It's to kind of get to the end and cut his hair. So, you know, I'm not going to use up the precious TP I could be using for healing. So I hope that answers the question. Something? Harlan Ellison. Yeah, Harlan Ellison is one of those authors where you don't really hear about him much in normal conversation. You might not even know about him, and then you look him up and what he's done. It's like, oh, how have I not heard about this guy? If you know the classic Star Trek, the original series, he wrote the, I think he wrote The Edge of Tomorrow, the episode with the Time Donut. He also wrote the short story I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, which is the short story that inspired Gooseworks to make The Amazing Digital Circus. I haven't gotten too far in the Harlan Ellison stories. I've read the introductions in the book, in the compilation, and I've read Repent Harlequin Said the TikTok Man, which is just a great title. God, not enough. Okay, heal time. Like, the important thing in this battle is you see those little stars that raise. Like, getting him to inspire those stars and go through all this dialogue is what's important. That attack is like a grace attack. Like, I can navigate it easily enough. And it's immediately followed by the axes! Before this battle, it's like, oh, Susie has an axe. Axes are cool, and now I don't like axes. Kinda casual. That axe attack really throws you off for me, too. Yeah, it's just so... It really is luck, it feels like. You have to wonder if this is easier or harder with a controller, not a keyboard. Oh, God, I don't want to die. And you choose Eternity. This is usually the attack I die at. Ah, I hate that. Add it to the tally, add it to the tally. I can't believe this is taking me more tries in my streams than when I did the Roaring Knight. It was the opposite. The Roaring Knight was making me tear my hair out the first time I was playing chapters 3 and 4. And this one, Gerson is just freaking kicking my butt. Kinda casual. Computer or controller? I'm on my MacBook Pro. Oh, by the way, I should plug in my charger. Okay. Something I do streaming after I finish Deltarune, if it didn't have to mess with copyrights, is like read books. Like do audiobooks, but I can only do that with stuff out of copyright. Probably. Kinda casual. Oh, it's way harder on a computer. Yeah, I can believe it. But I did beat Gerson once on a MacBook Pro, so I should be able to replicate this. Oh god, hate the shell, hate the shell. Back to Mario Kart. Kinda casual, because on controller you can kind of spin it around and it feels natural. I can imagine. I wish I could do that. Kind of feels like a wimpy thing to say, but I almost wish there was a patch just for Steam that could make this fight a little easier. And that just takes me down to almost nothing. Heal, 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 heal. Kinda casual. Does using an item give him stars as he laughs? No. Here, I'm just gonna demonstrate it. Okay. I might throw this. This will help me die. But here. I'll show you what happens if you try to use an item. Susie used the DD burger, but it was stolen. Yeah, he laughs, but it doesn't make him do the stars. It doesn't help him. Whoa there, I ain't using items, so fair's fair, ain't it? Yeah, no, so I just wasted an opportunity to build up stuff. Oof. Oh yeah, and then this gets grayed out. That's why I don't use items, because it'll cancel out anyway. Kinda casual. Oh, that's unfair. Doesn't seem something that Toby Fox would do. Well, Toby Fox did it, so now it does seem like something Toby Fox would do. Alright, if I can survive this next one, I can at least heal. And bring me back to just surviving. Oh no. Great, that helps me a lot. Alright, this next one was where I died last time. Oh, I can't heal! I survived just to die. Miss, hold on dearly to that thought. The tides of fate are drawing close, and soon an ocean of ink will wash across the pages. Ah, I just got to a new attack. Alright, add it to the tally. At least this proves I'm getting better at it. Alright, attempt number 7. Let's go. Kinda casual. Wait, that was the final attack. No joke. Really? Well, at least it shows I can get up to there. I am happy you told me that. Thank you. That actually gives me some hope. The hardest part about all the arrows is that you don't defend in the order of them appearing. Like, they all have different speeds. Repent Harlequin said the TikTok man is a pretty cool story. That's one of the Harlan Ellison stories I was talking about. Repent Harlequin said the TikTok man is a story about a world far in the future where everything is regimented by schedules and time, and a rebel in this world is literally just someone who delays things as a silly guy. Kinda casual, because from what I remember, he does a really hard attack and gives you a ton of stars for surviving it. It may not be the last one for you because you aren't using Rude Buster. I don't know. I'm just gonna... Actually, let me look something up really quickly. Okay, that's not a good... I should probably just stick to the wiki. Appearance and battle. The fight does have a mercy meter that will fill up depending on what actions are taken. This is most easily indicated by the stars that appear around Gerson, with each star representing 1% towards the mercy meter. After the mercy meter reaches 84% or more, Gerson will begin his final attack. If you haven't reached enough mercy by a certain point, Gerson will use unique attacks, which will also fill up the mercy meter when survived, eventually resulting in the final attack, since the mercy meter will always reach 84% once the second to last attack concludes. 4% for fighting, 6% for using Rude Buster but failing to deflect, 8% for using Rude Buster and successfully deflecting, 9% for using OK Heal. No mercy is granted for defending or using items. Okay, so 8% for using Rude Buster and successfully deflecting it. It is twice as much as 4% for fighting. But then there is also 9% for using OK Heal, which is even more. So it's a trade-off. Like, either I spend all my TP on using Rude Buster, or I can save up my TP and use OK Heal whenever I want, whenever I need, and giving myself extra HP in the process. Fighting will give more TP than defending, and fighting also gives my TP. I don't know if Rude Buster will give TP. Like, Rude Buster may use it up, but it may not give it back. If you defend until the final attack in the fight, said attack is delayed for him to paraphrase his Undertale counterpart, stating that he knows there's someone out there who strives to do the right thing no matter what. Interesting. Yeah, players may want to maximize Susie's magic for the fight and to make the most of her lackluster in-development healing. Since Susie's heal spell improves with each use, both in increased HP restored and decreased TP cost, including between multiple attempts, using it frequently will make subsequent attempts progressively easier, and using Susie's heal spell will also reduce the amount of turns in the fight. Yeah, so it is a trade-off. Like, you could keep using Rude Buster and making more progress, but you're losing your opportunity to make your healing more effective and getting more progress that way. So I'm going to keep doing it the way I was doing. Ah, I hate falling projectiles. No. I can't even heal. I really didn't need to heal, but I was using controller. So yeah, you were fortunate enough to be using a controller. Oh, my eyes. I'm keeping my eyes open so much to, like, watch the arrows, and my eyes hurt. Alright. At least I get that little 2 HP every attack. Can I was one away. I was one away from being able to heal again. Man, it is cool seeing what happens in the window during attacks, or between them. Oh no. at least I can heal. This is where I died last time. The Ocean of Ink. The bells ring in justice. Do I... Okay, you know what? Just to be safe, I want to heal myself, but just to be safe, I'm gonna look up the end of the Gerson battle just to make sure that I don't need to attack right now. No, not a burger ad. Let's take a moment to just jam out to this tune. Another ad. I at least have ad blocker on my laptop, but not. Thank you for your patience as I watch this. Okay, no, I think there is more to come. Maybe? Hang on, this looks new. Okay, that happened. That's new. Weird. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna heal just in case. I'm not gonna risk not healing. But there is one thing that can overwrite the dark. A white pen, known as hope. Miss, I believe this is what you hold. Me? Nah, Chris has the pen. My weapon's like a hairbrush or something. Yeah. Is that so? Is that so? Yep. Now shut up and give me that axe. Oh no. No. Oh! Alright, I figured it out. You want to see what I got? Then take this! Ah, you missed! Yes! Took me 7 tries. How's that, old man? That was the most fun I ever had. See how I used my healing just now? Yeah. Guess this is mine now, huh? Kinda casual. Yes, yes, yes. Thanks so much. Yeah. Justice Axe is added to your weapons. And take this, too. For some reason, I found this weird piece of glass in my desk. Felt like someone really wanted me to use this thing. But it didn't interest me, so you can take it. Shadow crystals added to your key items. It's interesting how he worded that. Someone really wanted me to use this thing, but I didn't. Does that imply that the other secret bosses were using shadow crystals, and that's part of the reason why they were so hard? Finally! Was starting to wonder if I'd ever win. Me too, Susie. Me too. Perseverance. Each time, you get a little better. Oh, I know about perseverance, Gerson. I watch VeggieTales. That's all I wanted to see. Can't think I'm gonna be the toughest thing you'll face. But next time, you'll be ready. Don't give up and give him hell. Don't have to tell me that, old man. I still have my DD burger, right? I only had one, I think. Alright, whatever. Let's equip this thing. The Justice Axe. It has no special powers. However, in order to attain this item, you became much stronger. Watch this, old man! I think the knight gave everyone the crystal, and the ones that took it get crazy and want freedom. Gerson didn't want it, so he didn't get crazy. Yeah, like, the knight grants... That would kind of make sense. The knight grants people the crystals at some point. You know, like, the knight would give Jevil the crystal, made him crazy. Knight gave Spamton the crystal. The knight has a crystal. And Gerson being a mostly dead person. Nothing to say? Okay. Well, I'll be seeing you around now. Yeah, I guess we will. Why do you help me so much? You didn't have to. You remind me a bit of someone I used to know. Who? Just a character from that old story. Lord of the Hammer, huh? Hell if I'm reading that. Though, wait a sec. Isn't that what Dragon Blazers was based on? Yep. And so they changed parts of the story. Of course, the biggest fans got mad. But isn't it interesting? The book was already just an interpretation of something else. Stories can be retold. They can be changed. That's what I believe. Huh. The words on a wall called you a hero. Whatever you end up being, I'm sure it'll be tremendous. Anyway, which Dragon Blazers character am I? Right. Didn't answer my question, old man. You are the dragon. That's what I was hoping. Yeah. Ooh, Dark Hero carries out the fate with the blade. Axe of Justice faces fate with the blade. Carries out fate, faces fate. Interesting. And you record and you face the fate. Yeah, again, Chris is the one who does things. Alright, let's save that game. That crystal's got some kind of strange power. Gave me the skeevies, so I didn't use it. You want something? Enjoy yourselves. You got a lot ahead of you. Alright, let's go and get out of this world. And this is what we almost did right away. Unfortunately, we stopped ourselves just in time. Oop. I got where to start. Oh, that's not where we need to go. Oh, wait, yeah, wait, we do. What are these points for? I can't remember. Might as well look it up. I'm glad nobody is mad at me shamelessly just looking stuff up. Deltarune Chapter 4 Climbing Coins. Huh. Kinda Casual says, what is your favorite book? Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, I might abandon this for now. Yeah, my favorite book, I have a few answers. One that I return to a lot is a book called The Gates. Well, it's really the first two books of a trilogy. They're The Gates and The Infernals by an author named John Connolly. The trilogy is the Samuel Johnson trilogy. It's a book for younger, what was it, young readers? I think the age range would be, like, what would the age range be for those books? Like, the 11 to 14 range, probably. Like, kind of young adultish, but not teen young adult. The plot of the trilogy is that Samuel Johnson is a young boy who everyone thinks is a little odd, and a few days before Halloween, he learns that his neighbors are summoning demons from hell, and the demons have possessed his neighbors, and they're going to bring about hell on earth, literally, and it's up to him to try and stop it. Meanwhile, one of the demons from hell, who isn't part of the incoming overtaking of the earth, it reaches out to accidentally kind of reaches out to Samuel, and he befriends that demon, and it's all about Samuel, this young boy, and his dog trying to stop hell overtaking the earth. It's very funny. The format is I think it's a little bit inspired by how Pratchett writes, Terry Pratchett. Like, it's written very funny. It has these fun footnotes and little tangents. The humor is good. The Infernals is I think even better. It's improved. The Infernals is because spoiler alert for book 1. Samuel manages to stop hell overtaking the earth. There's a trilogy. And then book 2 is one of the characters of book 1 bringing Samuel into hell and trying to deal with him there, so you get a further look into hell. And I love seeing interpretations of hell, especially for young readers, like cool takes on demons. Really good. I love both of those books. Sadly, book 3, The Creeps, it's not as good as the first 2 books, and there are a couple of flaws in it I can't really overlook. I will recommend The Gates and the Infernals, because they're really good. And if you really like those books, then you can read book 3 and form your own thoughts on it. Just keep in mind, I myself think that after how good books 1 and 2 are, book 3 is it just doesn't reach those heights. But they are good. John Connolly, the author of those books, is a really good author. His main book series is the Charlie Parker Mystery Series for adults, which is a thriller supernatural mystery series. Alright, let's get to this piano. Wait a minute, what's the... Okay, I know we're supposed to not know what the song is, but... let's at least try. Here we go. Oh, how do you even interpret this? Chris, maybe I could give it a try. I think Ralsei, wait a sec. Chris, today in church, when you were asleep, your mom said you used to play good. I don't know why you're pretending you can't now. Maybe you're, embarrassed or something? But, Chris, you should play. You thought about Susie's words and took a deep breath. Your hands began to move on their own. It's beautiful. Dang. Hey, why'd you stop? That was cool. It's one of those moments you just don't really want to interrupt. Hello? Franz Liszt? Never heard of him. Kind of casual. Haven't read a book in a while, but I remember a book called The Holiday House, or whatever it's called. That's about a boy going to some sort of house paradise, but the time outside goes by fast. Forgot what it was called. That's an interesting premise. Can you remember, the author? Maybe if I had the author and we have a description, we could like really nail down the title. What was I about to say? I think I was just gonna say like, oh, the animation on Chris playing the piano there is beautiful. It is. Hey, why'd you stop? That was cool. You should play more. Seriously, you're an idiot if you quit playing. Susie is nice, isn't she, Chris? Is there anything else over here? Oh, there was like the third piece of the... Yeah, okay, we've been here. Kind of casual. I'll try to search it up. Yeah, good. Okay, so before we leave, I'll look up Deltarune Chapter 4 Secret Piano Easter eggs. I love these Easter eggs. What the hell? These are... That is a really weird way of notating. Oh, I think... Oh, it's called The Thief of Always. I've heard of The Thief of Always. That is a title I've definitely heard before, and I just never looked into it. I'll make a note of that. Let me write it down on a piece of scrap paper. The Thief of Always. Now, by Clive Barker. I've read a Clive Barker book before. Was it The Thief of Always? I remember reading a Clive Barker book, and it was like, kind of Halloween-y. Like a boy goes into a house, and it's really, really cool, and then he leaves, and it's like the future, and he's like, oh no, what have I done? And then he manages to get back. Was it The Thief of Always? Otherwise, Clive Barker just wrote two very much alike books. If it is The Thief of Always, how did I forget that? That was a really good book. That was a while ago, though. That was like 10 years ago I would have read that. So maybe it just drifted to the back of my brain. But yeah, Clive Barker is really good. I need to read more Clive Barker. Where was I? Oh, yes. Southwest? Ah. Oh, did I mess it up? Because I definitely played that Easter egg correctly. This is notated in the worst way. Dun, dun, dun. What? Okay. Hold on, I'm going to exit, and then... Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Aw, what a pretty melody. It's like a lullaby. Okay, your best friend. Clan Casual, wait, that is The Thief of Always. Awesome. Okay, so you recommended a very cool book. I have read that. That was good. Even 10 years ago with my failing memory, I remember it being very good and thinking I need to read more of that guy. All right, more Easter eggs. Aw, that song sounds so friendly and sweet. That was your best friend. Okay, this one's a little tricky. Now that's supposed to be the annoying dog song. I don't know the right rhythm to play it at. That melody's a little annoying. I wouldn't say that. Duh. You wouldn't. Okay. The Legend. Oh. What, you gonna serenade Ralsei with that one? Okay. Alright, now this one's gonna be a long one. Did I mess that up? Kind of casual. I really don't know any other books. Have you maybe read Maze Runner? Cool book, honestly. I haven't read Maze Runner. I've heard it's very good. It's on my to read list, but I haven't read it. I need to. There are a lot of books where even though I like to read and I read a lot, I just don't get to them. I just get to them slower than people want. I remember when I was young, I was in grade school, and sometimes there are books that a lot of kids read because they're popular and or they were on reading lists. One book that was popular but never got on my reading list was The Giver. I didn't read that book until college for one of my children's lit classes. But when I was a kid, I was in a Barnes & Noble. I remember this well. I was with my best friend. My best friend said, "Oh, have you read The Giver? It's great." And I went, "Oh, no, I haven't gotten around to The Giver. It's not on our reading list, so I haven't gotten to it." And he looked at me and he said, "Oh, I thought you liked to read." And I had never felt more mad at him in that moment than just then. Don't come to my house. Don't come to this Barnes & Noble. Tell me I don't like to read. I'll try to find some books I've read before to see if you read any. Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, let's try this again. Well, that's not doing anything. Let's do another one. That one's kind of nice. Wonder if I could learn it on guitar. Yeah, it's Lost Girl. Hell yeah, that's majestic. Perhaps the old man would enjoy that one. That was Spear of Justice. Kind of casual. I think I remember something that was kind of classic. I think everyone read it. It has a weird blue dog, I think. Huge one. And there was a boy, too. A huge blue dog. I don't know that offhand. Yeah, definitely see if you can look up more about that. It's not familiar to me. But if it was big, there's a chance I might know about it. I just need more detail. You know what book I like that was on one of my reading lists in school? The Invention of Hugo Cabret by Brian Selznick. Now that's a book. The Invention of Hugo Cabret is a book that when you're a kid, you see it and you think, how am I going to read that? That's like the size of a Bible. And then you read it and you realize, oh, there's a lot of pictures in here. A lot of full-page pictures. And it's gorgeous. The movie Hugo is based off of The Invention of Hugo Cabret. Very good book. He also wrote two others in that style that I know of. It was Wonderstruck and The Marvels, and I've read those as well. The Invention of Hugo Cabret is still my favorite, but The Wonderstruck is pretty good. It's about a boy who starts out half deaf, and then he becomes fully deaf, and he travels to New York to try and learn more about his mother and who his father might be. And The Marvels is about a boy who ends up becoming kind of a juvenile delinquent just because he accidentally sets a fire. Well, he intentionally sets the fire, but not to like cause destruction. He was just a kid. He didn't know better. And he ends up like finding out the history of this. I'll stop there. They were good books. I actually met Brian Selznick once. The dog had something related to do with time. It was also called Graham, I think. I think the whole book was related with time. Well, this just sounds really interesting. I'm going to open a new tab on my phone. Wait a second. Just out of curiosity, I'm going to look up something. No, okay, it's not that. Alright, let's see. Book, blue, dog. Well, that doesn't bring up much. Alright, I'll let you continue to look into this, because I want to keep doing these secrets. I believe it was a classic, I'm just not describing it well. No, I believe that. It's harder than people expect to describe books, especially when you only have a few memories of them. You want to know a classic book that I don't really like? I don't care for Peter Pan. Like, the story is fine, but reading it as a book is one of those times where I'm like, no, I prefer movie versions. I prefer other adaptations. I don't like this book. It's a matter of taste, obviously, but Peter Pan's got one of those rare times where I don't think the book's better. Kind of casual. Have you by chance read Tangerine? No, I have not read Tangerine. I don't think I know what Tangerine's about. That's the funny thing about books. So many books exist that even if you're an avid reader, there can just still be so many you don't know. Okay, let's do more secrets. I thought I played that correctly. There we go. Oh, that's Mr. Rules' theme. More like theme of him getting his ass kicked. Okay, next one. Oops. Feel like I heard that one. Yeah, that's right. Ralsei was humming it earlier. That's Dark Sanctuary. Now there's 4... What's this one? Oh, was I? Sorry. Okay, let's see. What's that song? Sounds like crap. Dun 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 dun. I'm only gonna play one of the songs that makes Susie go, Chris, stop messing around. Dude, stop messing around! Heart and soul, I fell in love with you, heart and soul. Chopsticks would also make that reaction, as well as You Got a Friend in Me. Now, I'm gonna give one more crack at Don't Forget, because I must be doing something wrong. Okay, I guess I'm just giving up there. Now, finally, the last musical Easter egg of this section. Yeah! Megalovania! And if you try to do it again, you automatically fail. Okay, now we can actually continue playing the game. We took a lot of time up with Need a lift? All aboard. Thank you very much, Cups. I appreciate it. Oh, just finishing up my letter. Huh? Thought you said you were done. Nah, writer ain't ever satisfied. That sounds annoying. Oh, it sure is. Yeah. Yeah, Gerson, you're absolutely right. A writer is never satisfied. Kind of casual. Yeah, I haven't really read any books recently, as you probably know. That's fine. You can't always fit in time for it. And like I said, I've been reading a lot of manga recently. Like, technically, the last book I read, aside from this Harlan Ellison compilation, was One Piece Volume 36. Alright, we're finally almost back to the fountain. Wait a second there. I got something for you. Hey, we're about to go end this dream, so good timing. I just about finished my letter. You mind delivering it for me? Deliver it? Like I said, when we wake up, it'll be gone, so yup, that's what I mean. This letter, just have a read of it for me. Then, when you wake up, write it all back down, okay? Me? Rewrite all of it? Why don't you just... This old mind's gotta get some help remembering it. Alright, fine. I'll take a look. Okay, got it. I, might miss a few things. You sure you want me to do it? Long as you got the point, words don't matter. Okay, sure. See you later, old man. Alright, let's go get that fountain. The night which makes with blackened knife. The night which makes with blackened knife shall duel with heroes, strife by strife. We gone up here? Hello? We should be able to get to the fountain from here. All we have to do is climb up this... Uh-huh? Hey! The knight! Damn it! You aren't stopping us this time! Susie, wait! How do you also have climbing equipment? Didn't we just find one? Don't mind me, I'm gonna take my sweet time. Locking in, locking in. Shit. Slow instead. Yes. Susie, don't. What? And just let this loser get away? Yeah, you beat the Roaring Knight once, Susie. Don't get cocky. Hey, the hell you doing, you goddamn coward? Damn it, I let them get away. It's alright, Susie. We did our best. Yeah, but it's not good enough. Every time, they're just one step ahead of us. If we keep letting them get away, then... How are we gonna protect Toriel, Undyne, anybody. Susie, I understand how you're feeling, but we have our own advantages too. The night only seems to show its face in the dark world. If we can just seal the fountain over to the right, then it'll at least buy us a little more time until we have to face our difficulties again. Yeah, you're right. Chris, let's go. What happens if I go up the stairs? The grand door, it seems to be locked solid. Looks like this is the fountain. Yeah, guess this is it. Phew. Chris, Susie, I suppose I'll see you in the castle town. Yeah. Let's have another tea party or something. Sure, Susie. The dark fountain. Why aren't they stopping us from sealing it? Well, I guess I'm not complaining. Chris, do your thing. No epic guitar solo? Guess the sun went down, huh? Damn, Chris, look under the door. That weird smoke. No way. You don't think there's another dark world? Damn it, that means the night is still... It's locked. It's a stupid numbers lock again. Too hard to break either. Guess we could try looking for the combination. Come on. It's a bowl of blessed water with a motion sensor to stop cats from drinking it. It's not clear what happens if you touch the sensor. Kinda casual. Dude, I'm genuinely sorry, but I have to go soon. I have like 7 more minutes left before I have to head to bed. We came back from our vacation. Aw, well, I don't want to stop you. I think I might keep going for another half hour. I won't be going for too much longer, but I want to play a little bit more. So, you know, maybe you can catch up later, because all these get recorded. You could always catch up with what I do after the fact. And then I'll probably start streaming tomorrow at around the same time. So I won't be doing too much. Like I said, I'm just going to be for like another 30 minutes. But you go to bed. I definitely don't want to keep you if you're tired. Hey, shouldn't the old man be around here? We got to get him out of here. Plus, he probably knows where a code is, right? Fire room. It's a keyboard. It has settings to sound like either a piano or an organ. You know, when you played piano earlier, it was... Okay, it was actually kind of cool. I mean that. I'm not saying you should join the choir or whatever, but if you were playing every week, I might actually want to go to church. That kind of reminds me of something. Kind of casual. Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't finish the stream. I can watch for a little bit after this. I need to head to bed. Yeah, no, I understand. Yeah, you head to bed whenever you need. Listen, it might be long. You can listen to Susie's story and then go to bed. So, in one of the places I used to live, there was this plaza, and they put this public piano in it. So I started playing it, thinking, you know, it might be fun. But I guess maybe because I was so bad, or because I just looked like I shouldn't be playing, they told me I wasn't allowed to play it. so I backed off. And then they let somebody else play. Someone better. I don't know why I expected I'd be able to play it, is what I thought then. That night when no one else was around, I came back. And you know what I did? I smashed it. Yeah, I smashed the piano. I don't even really know if I broke it, but I hit it as hard as I could. Hard enough to do some damage. And I ran. A week ago, if I knew you did piano, I probably would have just hated that about you. But now, I kinda just want to hear you play. Damn, I got weird there for a second. Probably made you want to stop playing even more, huh? I'll never play again. I'll play again someday if you play too. Huh? Yeah, sure. If you teach me or something. Let's do it. Someday. Yeah, I like playing the drums. Can't really screw it up, you know? It's just hitting stuff. It's a set of bells of different sizes. Look, I know you want to mess with these, but mess with them. Yeah, not now. The wardrobe is full of choir robes. There's even one in your size. Damn, why don't we get to wear these? What, I'd have to sing or something? Why don't they just let me play the drums? It's a ward for robes. It seems to lead to a small closet. Check inside. What the hell is that? Oh, I bet that's just Jack. Whoops. Maybe he's a Halloween decoration. There's other creepy stuff too. He's big. Guess we might not be able to take him back tonight. Jack's in there. Guess we can get him tomorrow or something. Wonder if you can get him in Chapter 5. It's a bookshelf full of hymnals and scripture. Huh? Inside one of the books is a letter. It was the letter A! Reading in the dark is bad for your eyes. Yeah, it's locked. Guess we could just break some windows. What? The parts between the stained glass are steel? Huh. Guess I'll trust you on that one. Alright, have to go to bed. Good night for you, bro. I won't forget to catch next stream. Thanks, yeah, I hope to see you tomorrow as well. Have a good night. I promise I won't be playing too much farther. Have a good night, sweet dreams. What are these candles with people's names for, anyway? It is birthdays, right? Prayer. So it just kind of helps you pray for people? Hey, my name's here. That means someone must have... Pray for Susie, pray for Noelle, pray for Azriel, do nothing. Pray for Susie. You clasped your hands tightly, took a deep breath, and said her name. Hey, don't pray for me, dumbass. I don't need it. Hope candles. Hey, old man, you sleeping in here? Guess not. Hey, this is that priest guy's desk. The code to the door could be in here. Huh? Dude, there's a glass case in here. But it's weird. The outside's clean, but... the inside is covered in dust. Like, even though you know... Like, when I first played Chapter 4, I called that Gerson was probably dead. I mean, we see his tombstone in the friggin' graveyard. He's dead. So I just didn't know how he was in here, but, you know, it's something. So this reveal's technically not much of a surprise, but it's still spooky enough. knowing what the dust is in relation to monsters, just the sentence, the inside is covered in dust, sends a chill down your spine nonetheless. Huh? Dude, it's just a dusty... Hell no. You don't mean... When monsters die, their dust is buried. Hey, Chris, why the hell does the pastor have that in his... Huh? There's a hammer inside, and, a photo of the old man? Perfectly timed lightning. The old man. I don't really get it, but somehow the dark world, for a moment, it must have, revived him. But I think he knew. I think he knew he was... Chris, he wanted me to write a letter. A letter to Alvin. I think that's this pastor guy. Give me a sec. Alright, got it. Let's go, Chris. Alvin, your old man was proud of you. The reason he didn't come to church a lot is because he wanted you to follow your dream. He's sorry he never said that right. So write your own stories. It's okay even if they're not perfect. Sincerely, a friend. Aww. I like the touch that she doesn't write it perfectly. It's a glass container. He looked inside. It's a small metal hammer and a photo of an old man, both covered in dust. Chris, let's not look at it anymore. It's a glass container. Seems to be some sort of incense container. It's a plaque bearing the words of a famous writer. Hope comes to those who believe, and for those that cannot, may our hope shine so brightly that they too may keep shelter from the dark. Books. Many copies of Lord of the Hammer, and some unlabeled notebooks. It'd take a while to search through all this. Juice and wafer-light crackers. It's a large pitcher of water. Cups are stored below it. Documents. Guess the lock number could be in here, but it'd take forever to search through. Let's look somewhere else. It's a fire extinguisher. Guess they use that to put out the candles. Susie looks like she has an idea. Listen to it. Chris, we haven't gotten any closer to opening this door. But I have an idea. I think he might know. The old man, he could know how to open it. Chris, you're thinking what I'm thinking, right? Let's make a dark world. So, how the hell do you do that again? Queen said, concentrate and stab into the earth. Got anything sharp? Hey, Chris, you normally carry this around? Aw, and Chris's little blush. Alright, well, let's give it a try. Concentrate on what I want, and... It's interesting how she had a red gleam in her eye when she did it. I actually did it. Hey, Chris, I made a dark fountain. Pretty cool, right? Maybe I'll let you do it next time. Let's go. Pretty sick, right? You should try making one sometime. It's cool. It glows with a backwards light. Interesting. Yeah. Hey, is it me, or does something seem off? I guess it's like Ralsei said. Every dark world is different. Let's go. Yeah, everything's kind of upside down and backwards. The lighting has changed. I'm gonna play for like 10 more minutes. Nothing here. Maybe to the next save point. Oh boy. Susie, you're colorblind or something? This is... But lo, on hopes and dreams they send, 3 heroes at the world's end. There's that prophecy again, the one with us. It's pretty hard to believe. Not just that things have been predicted, sure, but that I'm part of it too, I guess. The light and dark both burning dire, a countdown to the earth's expire. Yep. Wingblade cuts in. And Wingblade is an item in our world. We have a Wingblade. 60% mercy to all. You and Susie spun masterfully. Aw, she does a little spin. Open your eyes. You oppose the revolution. Ouch. Okay, not too bad. Wingblade watches distrustfully. To spin is to trust. Then stop attacking us. Wingblade flutters trustfully. The fountains freed the roaring cries and tightened shape from darkened eyes. The third hero, the prince alone in deepest dark. Hey, Chris! Look, it's Ralsei from when we first met him! Guess all 3 of us have our own prophecies too. If Ralsei's the lonely prince, wonder what we are. Come on, there's gotta be another one ahead! Third hero, the prince alone in deepest dark. Hello. I am the philosopher. You sought to return the dream, but the lighting of the mind has changed. At best, you can only see the other side, another side. You sought to return the dream, at best you can only see another side. This is like when you do one of those eye tests, like am I colorblind or not, and they show what it looks like to a colorblind person, how they miss things. Oh! This is a good reveal. Very fitting for a Suzy world. Break it all, break it all. open the chest. Inside was Revive Mint. We know everything. We understand everything. How come I can't break that one? We know nothing. We understand nothing. The Lord of Screens, cleaved red by blade. Wow. Oh, we walk on the books. The first hero, the cage with human soul and parts. Hey, this has gotta be you! Weird illustration, though. Plus, why is it calling you a cage? Shouldn't you be something more like the cool? Then for the picture, they can, like, use my drawing where you're saying Susie rules. The cage with human soul and parts. Interesting. Whose dream is this? Chris's dream? Susie's dream? Whose dream is this? You left it here. Hang on, I gotta catch that on my replay. Whose dream is this? Chris's dream? Susie's dream? Whose dream is this? Knight's dream? My dream? And then you left it here. Whose dream is this? You left it here. I heard there's something inside the acorn, but I don't know where to find an acorn, or even what one is in the first place. We must find a way. We must find a way to use alchemy to make this acorn. I think another reason why, like, I still love Chapter 3 a lot. It has so many of my favorite things. But, like, another reason Chapter 4 is just, like, legitimately good is because it doesn't just give you one world, it gives you, like, a different perspective of that world. Rhapsody! We are running out of space. Uh-oh. Organic accosts you. Harmonize musical touch green. What is Deltarune? How could we ever make peace? Oh, touch green. Me relearning. Organic considers the meaning of the stars in the sky. Perform S action. Performed a tune. It was mildly effective. Susie played random notes. What am I? Am I a butterfly? Is this a pigeon? Uh-oh. I miss touching green. I didn't really get anywhere when I tried touching green. Oh hey, there's another person here. Hello, other person who's watching this. I'm playing until I get to the next save point. Susie... Better heal. Heal ally. Well, I don't have enough for that. You can give Chris a burger. A tale which must be followed. Sounds like brass and satin. Alright, Susie, do your magic. Aw, Susie, you're doing good. Alright. I like playing this game. It's really, really fun. Okay. Organic claps with one hand. Alright. Whose dream is this? You left it here. Okay, what does that mean? And last was the girl. At last was the girl. The girl. You think that means me? Like, my prophecy's next? Huh, I wonder what it says. Come on! Save point. Ooh! We can get our item. You open the treasure chest. Inside was Gold Widow. Gold Widow was added to your armors. You are one of the donators. Between you and another, you reached 10,003 gold. How absurd. May as well give money to a spider. Take what is in the treasure box as if it is yours. Yeah, that's why I gave so much money. When you pass to the other side, a great donation will show your remembrance. The water is gleaming. Gold coins are glittering inside. Alright, let's equip. Who would be better suited for this? Attack all the way up to 34, but it wouldn't increase my defense. And this would increase my defense. It would increase my magic +1. I could do that. Oh, Susie, I wouldn't mind getting more of that. You know what? The person, kind of casual, is not here right now. I might as well save equipping Gold Widow till I have Ralsei anyway, so I can see who's best suited for it. Yep. This is a good place to stop. The lighting has changed, but the power that fills you has not. Alright, let's reallocate some stuff. Put my Dark Burger in here. And one of my Revive Mints. Leave myself open to getting cool stuff. You know, because I'm able to save and get my HP back, before I stop the stream, I'm going to fight Organic one more time. That way I can recruit him and I can just not worry about that. Let's try touching green. The tale which must not be followed. Well, that kind of worked. Listen, the song of legend plays. Amen. The answer was love. Extols the virtues of mercy. Alright, this will be a good place to stop it so that when I start the stream tomorrow, I can show kinda casual where I got the Gold Widow. Alright, well thank you very much for stopping by. Kinda casual, if you are watching this after you left and you're watching what you missed. I guess you already saw this and all. Kinda casual, if you're watching this after the fact and you saw me get my Gold Widow, leave a comment so I know. And then if you haven't, I'll see you tomorrow's stream. To anyone else who's watching this after the fact, thank you for watching. This has been really fun. I have 3 more days in which to stream before I have to stop for the foreseeable future. And I'm pretty sure I can beat Chapter 4 in the next 3 days. I've already beat Gerson, win the second Sanctuary. You know, it can't take more than like 2 days. But we'll see. Anyway, this has been great as always, and thank you everyone for watching. Have a good night, everyone.